Everyone. So the Los Angeles Lakers got the bounce back win this time against the Phoenix Suns. They do have a game tomorrow against San Antonio Spurs, which they have to win. I mean, San Antonio essentially packed it in. They're tanking for the bottom, and they have won a couple games since De'Aaron Fox went out, but they don't have Wemby. They don't have De'Aaron Fox, right? They're trying to get the best draft pick possible. Lakers need to go in, handle business. I know it's a back-to-back. Got to get the win here, right? Lakers cannot afford to lose these games, which is why I wanted to be patient, right? A lot of people were like, hey, Chicken Little, sky is falling, right? Talked about it on live streams. I wanted to get through the Suns and the Spurs game before I hit the panic button. The only game that really hurt, in my opinion, was the Brooklyn Nets game. Like the Brooklyn game, that one was you got to win that one, right? But this stretch, these games, especially this 6-game stretch with the 3 versions of the back-to-backs, the Lakers were going to struggle in that regardless. Even if they were fully healthy, let's say they had everybody back or everybody healthy, right? They still were probably going to lose 2 or 3 of those games, right? It's so many games and so many nights. Not to mention LeBron and Luka were probably not going to play all those games anyway, right? It's so much that you put on your plate for those games that they were going to lose some games. To me, it was how does the Suns game go? How does the Spurs game go? You win those 2 games, beautiful. If you can win one of the Bucks or one of the Denver games, great. You're in good shape. And that's what I was hopeful for. And so far, they still have to beat the Spurs, but if they beat the Spurs, I do think they win one of those back-to-backs against the Bucks or the Nuggets. And then they go 3-3, like I said they would. All is right. Again, just about weathering the storm. We got Jaxson Hayes and Dorian Finney-Smith back. That was huge. We still are waiting, obviously, on LeBron James. He is, based on reports, still about a week away, right? Rui Hachimura, no definitive update yet. I imagine Lakers are going to be patient with these guys. It was great to see Jaxson Hayes come back. You saw the impact that he has. You saw what he can do for the Lakers on the court. And it's because they just don't have anybody that can do that, right? Talked about it. Jaxson Hayes gives you so much, right? And he has done about as good of a job as you could ask from a guy that just got thrusted in to now having to be a key contributor and your starting center. I still don't love him as a starting center on a contending team, but we don't have other options. And he's been more than great for what we need him to be, right? It's just, if I could I don't going into the offseason. Do you really want Jaxson Hayes being your only center? Do you really want him to be your starter going into next season? I don't personally. That's my point. I think this season he has been very good. I think he's going to continue to be very good. I'm really excited and looking forward to what he provides. But I also think a lot of his success stems from Luka and Luka just being able to, have that outlet and that lob threat, which, is great for Jaxson Hayes. But nonetheless, right, his impact, his floor running, that pressure that he provides, right? Because you saw Luka out there just navigating Reeves, same thing, and he just capitalizing off of lobs and putbacks and all this other stuff. Dorian Finney-Smith, he comes back, he comes in, was great, right? Obviously, 3-point shooting wasn't exactly where we needed it to be. He just rushes. They had 3 threes that were just rushed. He even addressed that and talked about it. And he even said he's aware of that. He said, ever since we got Luka back, or not back, but since the Lakers traded for Luka, he's had to adjust to how wide open he is, right? Because, he's used to just boom, catch it, get it up, right? No hesitation, boom, boom, right? Every time, right? But now he's realizing I catch the ball. Oh, I can square my shoulders a little bit. I can, check my feet, make sure my feet are good. I can, fix me a sandwich, right? I can get my hair done, right? I can, order a nice suit for after the game. Oh, okay, let me knock this down, right? Things have changed for him in a lot of ways. But it's just, again, the offense from him is just the icing on the cake. It's just the defensive effort, the energy, what he provides. Him being the hustle play, being the dirty work guy, doing a little bit of everything. Same thing with Jordan Goodwin. He's another guy that's there to just do the dirty work, buy and do the hustle plays, right? Do the things necessary to win. You need those dirty work guys. You have Luka, you have LeBron, you have Reeves, right? You need the dirty work guys. You need the guys that can go out there, sacrifice their bodies, chase down loose balls. Gabe Vincent was great again. Talk about a dirty work guy, right? He's been solid this season for us. Right? Early in the season, he had his struggles, and he's had his inconsistencies and inconsistent moments. But he's also the 7th, 8th, 9th guy, right? He's not there to be the first, second, or third guy, right? So the inconsistencies just kind of come with the territory, so to speak. But nonetheless, this is a team that I'm excited to see get back, get healthy, get right. This is why I didn't want to get in panic mode. Obviously, we still need to beat the Spurs, in my opinion. You lose to the Spurs, it's a little bit of an issue because now, at best, you're probably looking at 2-4 in that stretch, which I don't want to see. But if you beat the Spurs, now you're 2-2, right? If you can split that Bucks and Nuggets game, in a perfect world, you win both of them. But if you could split one of those, right? LeBron, I imagine, probably comes back around the 22nd to the 24th. We have games then. I think one of those 2 games is when you'll see him return, come back from injury, be a key piece out there once again. Rui Hachimura, I imagine that they probably, again, continue to be patient. It really boils down to, can you weather the storm? It's something that I've talked about very heavily. If the Lakers can weather the storm, if the Lakers can even just stay at 500, so to speak, right? Then they'll be good enough to when LeBron gets back, they can make that last push. LeBron doesn't have to rush back. He doesn't feel like, man, I really got to hurry it up, right? Like he can take his time getting back. Same thing with Rui and these guys. And then they can make that last season push, get into the top 4 seed, and they're in good shape, right? Right now, Lakers are tied in the loss column for the 2 seed. Like, they could still get the 2 seed. If they could just, like I said, just weather this storm, they'll make a last season push, last 10 games or whatever. They'll rattle off a bunch of wins, and then all of a sudden they'll be the, at worst 3 or 4 seed. I'm not worried about them seeding wise. Obviously, I want them to get in a top 4 seed because if you get in a top 4 seed, then you get home court advantage. And that's important, at least for the first round. You get home court for the first round, which I do believe is important because, you're playing a team more likely than I get like Phoenix or not Phoenix, Houston. Could be the Warriors, could be Memphis, right? Those are 3 teams that I do like the matchups. I do think the Lakers could beat. But I'd like home court so you kind of have that extra game at home while the Lakers try to work through, whatever little hiccups that they need to work through, whatever little like nuance things that they have to kind of figure out because it's the playoffs now, Luka and LeBron, right? Like there's a lot, right? It's still a lot of basketball to be played, but great win, great team win, great team effort. I really loved what we saw. Phoenix is awful. Who could have seen that coming, right? Like, it's just... They're just a bad basketball team. But Lakers capitalized on it, which is great. Now you got to do the same thing against the Spurs, and I believe the ship will be right once again, and all will be right. And the sky is falling. Can at least chill for now. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass question you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? If what are your thoughts? Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? Kind of mixed in the middle. However you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it either way. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.